Alrighty, guys, we are going to break a cardinal rule of the Access Blockbusters YouTube channel and podcast. Not really. We've done it before. But usually, on the Access Blockbusters pod, I don't talk about set photos. The reason being, because set photos could mean a whole lot of anything that is not related at all to what we see physically with our eyes. And even if what we see physically with our eyes tells us something, oftentimes that something is way out of context with whatever's going on in the movie. So again, I know that set photos are coming out. I generally catch that news articles are saying set photo shows this and set photo shows that. And it is what it is. I just don't usually like to cover them on the channel because I think it's just a way for us to look foolish, honestly, when the movie actually comes out. Also, the movie's gonna come out, and it's fine. We'll see what those things actually mean when the movie comes out. That being said, there are a couple exceptions here, and there's a reason that I wanted to talk about really the set photos here, but not the set photos in themselves that we're going to discuss right now, but more what they mean for the movie. Because we've done a recent video where we talked about Clayface and set photos that are kind of confusing about what universe Clayface takes place. And again, with all the caveats of it could be different in the movie, it could mean something completely different, it could be set design and whatnot. So that's why we talked about it there, really as a springboard to conversation. And that's what I want to do today. Because recently, over the last week, we have seen set photos of Spider-Man Brand New Day, which Spider-Man Brand New Day I admire because they are using real sets and real locations for the most part. That being said, they are also exposing themselves to a lot of potential leaks, which is fine. It is what it is. Again, if you want to pay attention to them, you can. If you don't, like me, although I kind of happen to see them because I'm looking for stories and I'm following news sites and things like that, then you will, but it's fine. But these set photos have officially confirmed that Mark Ruffalo is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, you might be saying, wait a second, didn't we already talk about this? Wasn't this already confirmed by the major trades a while ago? Yes, it was, and we talked about it, right? That was a whole main topic of one of our podcast episodes a few weeks ago. Mark Ruffalo and then also Scorpion, Michael Mando, being confirmed for Spider-Man Brand New Day. So it's not like we didn't have high suspicions that this was going to happen. We basically knew that this was going to happen. I really, though, want to return to this conversation because I think it's a fascinating one. We also saw set photos of Sadie Sink, by the way, but again, it's like who she's going to be playing, it's fine. If she plays a variant of Peter Parker, or if she plays Peter Parker's daughter, or if she plays Gwen, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It is what it is. There have been suspicions based on what she's wearing and all that. It's just, it is what it is. I'm not in that game. If you want to check out other YouTube channels that talk about and speculate on which character she's going to be based on set photos and what boots she's wearing, you can check those out. I've seen plenty of them. And we've brought up this question before. I want to return to this question because I think it's a fascinating one of what is the point of having Hulk in this movie? Granted, we don't know what his role is at all. We don't know what the story is at all, although we're getting some hints here and there based on set photos and based on what Tom Holland has been saying and things like that. But we don't know what this movie is about. The point I'm trying to make, though, is I don't know in a vacuum if I would have wanted Hulk to be in this movie. And frankly, given everything that we've heard so far about Spider-Man Brand New Day being a grounded kind of MCU movie and whatnot, seeing Mark Ruffalo solidifies this because honestly, right, everything about Spider-Man Brand New Day thus far, except for Hulk, has led to a pretty clear, consistent picture. Punisher being in the movie, Spider-Man post No Way Home, and then Sadie Sink's character could be anything, but again, Spider-Man post No Way Home, Punisher, a lot of the villains, a prison sequence or something like that, Scorpion. All these things lead to a pretty clear picture that, yeah, this Spider-Man movie is going to be street level, ground level, right? It's going to be gritty. It's going to be grounded. Punisher alone would indicate that this is going to be a darker version of Spider-Man. Not that Spider-Man needs to be Punisher level dark, but just that it's going to have those elements. And I'm not saying that Hulk inherently, right, is not going to make this movie dark. You can have movies that are pretty dark with fantastical elements. But let's be honest, right? Having a giant green monster in the city can be horrifying, right? But I feel like with the way that the MCU has gone over the past few years, with the Hulk character especially, this feels like a really odd way to transition him back to the Rage Monster Hulk, because the Hulk that has been in the past few projects with Endgame and with She-Hulk, and even in Shang-Chi a little bit, doesn't really fit the picture. It's like there's one thing that's wrong about this. You know the meme with the dragon heads, and there's three of them that look scary, and then there's one that looks kind of less intimidating, I should say. But it feels like that almost. That the version of Hulk that I've been I mean, that's in continuity with the MCU. It would feel weird if we suddenly return to the Avengers level of Hulk. And granted, I would like to see that. I would like to see that Hulk that we saw fight Thanos in Infinity War, right? Somehow, I would like to see, honestly, in this version, this iteration in Spider-Man Brand New Day, I would like to see the Hulk that we saw controlled by Wanda. That version of the Hulk that fought the Hulkbuster, that is the kind of Hulk that I think that would fit any street level kind of story. The question is how and why? I keep returning to this, right? And we're not going to know. There might be a character in Spider-Man Brand New Day that is fitting that paradigm that Wanda had in Age of Ultron, where she's controlling Hulk. But really, I mean, I look at these set photos, and it's hard to glean that much about it, to be honest with you, about what Hulk's role is. But I just keep coming back to the question of what is he doing in this movie? That is, to me, the ultimate fascination with Spider-Man Brand New Day. Not whether Tobey Maguire is going to show up, not whether Venom is going to show up, not whether Sadie Sink is playing a version, nothing like that. To me, the biggest fascination of all is perhaps the biggest certainty now, because we have confirmation that Mark Ruffalo is on set and he is filming stuff for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and yet I don't know why. I don't know what this character is going to be. It's not a good or a bad thing, guys. I honestly, I would be really excited and interested to see what role Hulk has to play. I also would love to see him in Avengers Doomsday, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if Tom Holland's going to be in Avengers Doomsday, but I'm so fascinated with the idea that Hulk is going to be in this movie, and I have no idea what his role could possibly be. So guys, what do you think about this? What role could Hulk be playing in Spider-Man Brand New Day? We have set photos now that show that he's in the movie, because before it was just Variety articles saying, yep, they're in the movie. And honestly, it was a similar thing with when Alfred Molina was confirmed for Spider-Man No Way Home, and then we heard nothing about it because they were filming on sound stages for the most part. And then we got a first trailer and he was there. So, I mean, it's a similar thing. It's sort of that it's making it all tangible now that we actually know that he is on set filming scenes for this movie. And we'll have to see. First trailer comes out probably, I want to say December, maybe January. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to find out what this movie is actually about. Guys, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments down below.